As should be of no surprise to anyone who has spent time on my channel and seen some of my reviews, I like anime. As for DC's Dark Knight himself, I really enjoy watching stuff with Batman. At least, when he isn't yelling about his dead mom or whatever. So therefore, if I told you that there's a movie that does a Batman story in an anime style, you would think it would be a match made in heaven, right? Well, not exactly. You see, when it comes to a little movie called Batman Ninja that just came out, I think it is the first movie in a while that I felt like I had to make a video about, just to talk about how bad it was. With that being said, let's dive in. Starting from the top, let me give you a quick plot synopsis. The movie begins in the present day with Batman fighting Gorilla Grodd over at Arkham Asylum. Grodd, who has been building some sort of time machine, is trying to activate it, but in the ensuing battle with Batman, the machine goes haywire, sending him, Batman, the villains of Arkham Asylum, and some of Batman's allies who were in the vicinity back in time to feudal Japan. Upon arriving in Japan, Batman is horrified to learn that the villains of Arkham have taken over different territories as feudal lords, with the Joker taking the lead. In order to restore order to the land and return to present-day Gotham City, Batman must team up with allies new and old to take down his dangerous adversaries and get the time machine up and running. Now, while on paper that doesn't sound too bad, trust me when I say that I thought the execution was really bad. Let's start with the premise. Why does the movie start in the present day and then have everyone thrown back in time? I mean, seriously, why is time travel necessary? Wouldn't it make more sense to just have the film take place in an alternate reality where Batman operates out of Japan, or maybe a what if there was a ninja that fought criminals and had a bat motif? Well, to do cool ninja stuff without technology, you might be saying. And see, the problem is that while that would make sense, the movie totally ignores this concept. I'll talk more about it later, but basically, for whatever reason, super advanced technology ends up being used throughout the movie, therefore making the whole travel to the past aspect pretty useless. So yeah, right off the bat, this feels like a bad choice. Another problem I had was with the overall flow of the movie. By this I mean that throughout the film, I felt like a lot of stuff was just glossed over, or that not a lot of time was spent on something that felt like it could use some explanation, you know? For starters, you know how I described the beginning of the movie being Batman fighting Gorilla Grodd, and then the time machine goes crazy, resulting in everyone getting sent back in time? Well, that happens in like the first 2 minutes of the movie with no context or anything. The movie literally starts with the machine letting out all sorts of purple energy and Batman already in the middle of his fight with Grodd. No buildup, no reason why they're fighting, and no explanation of what the machine even is. Weird, right? Unfortunately, a few things in the movie are like this. Now I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably going, okay, so perhaps the premise and flow aren't great, but that isn't so big of a deal, right? Well, it gets worse. This movie has so many mind-boggling, stupid moments that I don't think you'll believe me unless I tell you. And keep in mind that these aren't the so bad they are fun kind of dumb. I mean the kind that as you watch, they feel out of place and ridiculous. Therefore, allow me to list a few of my favorite gems. Batman arrives in Japan and learns from Catwoman that everyone else has already been there for a whole 2 years. As Batman ponders how this could be possible, he basically just ends up shrugging it off and saying, time travel shenanigans, I guess. Batman decides to take off his costume in order to not stand out, and instead disguise himself in the robes of a Christian missionary. except that he also goes ahead and shaves a bat into the back of his head. Batman notices that technology that should not exist yet keeps popping up. Apparently, the villains of Gotham are such geniuses that they not only know how all this present-day tech works, but teach people of the past to make it too. Robin has a pet monkey that he can apparently communicate with, for some reason, and the monkey comes up a lot. By the way, this is Damian Wayne we were talking about, yet instead of being his usual moody self, he is nothing but sunshine and rainbows. The villains have giant mechs. No, really. This may be feudal Japan, and we've never even seen them accomplish this in present day, but there is a legit mech formation sequence a la Power Rangers or Voltron, complete with the villains of Gotham shouting about serving the heavenly deities or whatever. A swarm of bats and an army of monkeys somehow form together to create a giant Batman. No, you are not having a stroke. This is real. And my personal favorite, in a world where the concept of magic has never been introduced, Batman apparently learns how to master some sort of shadow clone jutsu or whatever, while doing, I kid you not, the stupid Naruto hand thing. So yeah, what else is there to say? With a pretty dumb premise, strange flow from scene to scene, and plenty of stupid moments, this movie is kind of a train wreck. If I had to say anything positive, I guess I could point out that the Japanese dub is pretty good, that the art style is kind of cool, and that most of the final confrontation between Joker and Batman isn't too bad. But honestly, guys, I'm just not feeling it. I usually try to be pretty positive when it comes to reviewing stuff, but I just did not like this movie and would honestly suggest staying away. But hey, that's just my opinion. And remember, don't take anything I say too seriously. After all, I'm just a wannabe reviewer. Thanks for watching.